Okay, it kind of feels like you want to change a situation up. I'm saying that because we have the Empress coming in. Interesting, because I just did a reading for Sagittarius and they got the Emperor as the underlying energy. You got the Empress. She's about growth, abundance, you know, wanting to expand a situation, where the Emperor is the father figure. She is the mother of the tarot, you know, nurturing, caring energy. I always say she's very attractive, so you might be found very attractive at this time, but she's attractive in that, you know, it doesn't mean physically, it means she is able to attract to herself whatever she wants. That's how she creates such great abundance. She knows that she can have whatever she wants, but this is about growth. So it might be this week you're thinking about expanding on a situation. We have the King of Pentacles coming up at the heart of the reading. Like I said, that's your energy. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, some of you might be dealing with someone who you feel like is very much on the same kind of wavelength as you, vibration as you. But the thing with the King of Pentacles is he is solid. He is solid energy. If anyone is going to be able, I mean, this is abundance, abundance, abundance. Just these two here. Just these two energies here. This is straight up. I can have whatever I want. I know how to get it. I know how to work for this. And it's stable and it's solid, because that's what Pentacles are. Tangible representations of stability and security. And that's where your focus is on at the moment. Getting that. Now, I'm not saying this week is the week that you actually get that. Some of you may be. But why would you have an underlying energy of expansion and growth if you were going to actually have it? So do you see what I mean? And we do have the Seven of Pentacles here, which talks about kind of readjusting or tweaking or looking at where you've been putting your efforts. But all of this refers to this. This is the foundation, the past, something that could have happened last week, last month, last year. But this is where you had that hope of a new beginning. You started something off with a lot of hope, a lot of faith, you know, trusting, this is my dream, this is my wish, this is how I'm going to make this work. Now that can be a relationship, a job, a business, whatever venture you started, right? You had so much hope at that time and you kind of got into it with that, knowing that this is going to take me to, you were following your dreams, right? That's what the stars represent. We follow the star that takes us to our dreams. It's that wish fulfillment. These two energies, that's the minor arcana version of the star. This is the major arcana version of the wish card, which is the Nine of Cups coming up there. I kind of feel like, I mean, and Libra got a similar message where you're kind of reworking or kind of taking a second look at what it is that you were working towards, your dream. And I always say this, that, you know, when we need massive amounts of motivation to stay on our path or stay working towards some goal or a dream or an aim, we don't need motivation. We need a new dream. We need to reassess that, you know, if we can change, so why can our dreams not change? They will change, right? To reflect where we are. And you may have had a great start at whatever it was that you were doing. You know, it helped you at that time. It was healing energy. I kind of get the sense, I mean, the star comes in after the tower in the major arcana, right? It's number 17. The tower's number 16. And so this definitely comes in after a difficult time. And it might have been that if you were getting over a broken heart, if you were getting over the loss of a job, if you were getting over something, it was that kind of light in the darkness, you know, that kind of kept you going, whatever this was. But you're at a more stable place now, especially with the King of Pentacles coming up here. And now you might be looking at my long-term, what's my long-term stability? Yeah, that was great. It gave me hope when I needed it. It helped to heal me. It helped, you know, it brought in that fresh energy. It kept me going. But I want to expand on this now. I want more. You have the Seven of Pentacles coming up in your present. And this is very much about looking at the rewards or the returns that you're getting on the time and energy that you've invested into something. I always call it the gardening card. You know, when you plant the seeds, you've watered them, you've done everything that a gardener does to have that abundant garden. And you might be getting some fruit back now, but is it what you wanted? Did you want apples, but you got oranges instead? Like, you know, it's looking at what have I been putting all that time and effort into? Because you're in this now, the star in the past, you're in this. Now, sometimes we might look at this and think, no, it's fine. What's coming in, I can be patient. I'm going to wait for more. For others, it's like, I need to rework this. I need to you know, this is taking up too much of my effort, of my time, and I'm not getting back enough from it. Especially with the Empress sat here, because she is about growth. Like I said, you know, she wants more. That's the whole vibe of like, why would we create if we didn't have a desire for more, right? We wouldn't bother. That's the whole energy of the Empress. Some of you, it might be that, you know, and I don't usually go there with the Empress, even though she is the mother figure in the tarot. There's this kind of need for stability and security because you're expanding your family, or, you know, you want a bigger home. I always see her as the family, domesticity, all of those kinds of things as well. The wife. But I get overall with the Nine of Cups coming in after this, it's a reworking of the wish or what your heart's desire is. And it gives you long-term stability. It gives you long-term stability. I mean, this doesn't have to be about work. It can be about anything. I mean, with the King of Pentacles here and Pentacles overall, they are, yes, tangible representations, but yes, that's, you know, work, investment, savings, our homes, but that can be relationships too. Relationships bring stability to our lives. They are things we can see, feel, and touch, right? The people in our lives. And this week feels like a complete re-evaluation. I want more, so where am I putting my efforts? This can be time management. This can be how much effort you're giving a relationship. It can be any of those things. And it seems to work for you because we do have the wish card coming in the future. It sits underneath the King of Pentacles. I mean, look at him. He's sat in between the Star and the Empress. And he's got the Nine of Cups beneath him. Like, this is amazing. He can do anything he wants on his own, let alone with that kind of energy around him. So there's a kind of level of stability, which, you know, I know a lot of people have been worried this week that, oh my God, what's going to happen? And the rest of it. It looks good. It's reevaluation, guys. That's going to be the main energy that's coming up for the people that connect with this reading. It's reevaluation. What are you trying to grow? Where are you trying to put your efforts? And the advice is the Six of Cups. The advice is the Six of Cups. And I think that's nostalgia. That's looking back. And it's asking you to look back at the Star, right? Why did you begin this? How did you feel? Where was the hope when you started this? Reconnect with that energy. The Six of Cups, yes, it can indicate. I mean, let's look at the signs coming up. I mean, I don't believe any of the signs own the cards. I always say that they lend their characters. But this is the card for Aquarius. And we have a lunar eclipse in Aquarius coming up. Earth energy here. This card's usually connected with Venus. But we have, with the Six of Cups, this is looking back. And like, the thing with the Six of Cups is sometimes we look back and we think my happiest times are gone. Not so, guys. Not so at all. Not with the Nine of Cups coming up here. It may be just that your heart desires something else now. And for some of you, you've been putting in so much work and effort and, you know, getting caught up in the day-to-day, the kind of practical details of something. But with the Six of Cups coming up here, it's asking you to reconnect with that. The hope, the faith, the trust that was there in the past. Bringing that into this, that you will have more, you can expand this, but you need an injection of that kind of energy that you had. That's how this started off. That's why it began that way, because you had hope back then. Have you lost hope somewhere along the way because you've been putting in, you know, this can be frustrating energy. I've been waiting so long. I've had so much patience. I've had to have so much patience. But you have this, so you're still going towards whatever is your heart's desire, whatever your wish is. How we manifest the future is by, you know, remember the happiest time. Remember this. That's what it's telling you to connect with specifically in this spread. But the Six of Cups generally says a time when you were the happiest. If it happened once, it can happen again. Nothing in nature happens just once. And it's about creating happy memories for the future now. New happy memories that you can create. This might be a dream that you lost as well. I sometimes see that with the Six of Cups, you know, some kind of dream that we had in the past, but we kind of got caught up doing the practical things, getting caught up in the nitty gritty in the day to day. And you're reconnecting at an emotional level. Right, let's see what we have coming up for you from the Oracle cards to expand on this. Yeah, Six of Cups is what I'm saying here. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. That's your reading, right? Seven of Pentacles, reevaluating. And you wanted this in the past. This was your wish. Is that what you're reevaluating? Because you've got the wish card coming up in the future as well. Solid energy. And it is about looking back. But, you know, as much as when we look back at something, with the star here, that cannot be a bad thing, not in this spread. It's not, unless you're like yearning for the past. I want to feel like that again. Well, the Nine of Cups thing, you can feel like that again. But remember, the King of Pentacles, he's worked hard for everything that he has. So it comes from your own efforts. The Empress as well, she can give birth to anything that she wants. She's the one that makes it happen. Yeah, breathe. We got breathe that just flew out there. And this can be that taking a step back. This can be that reevaluating as well. But it says, you know, and I say this actually in the outro, when you feel overwhelmed, or if you feel overwhelmed, or like everything's kind of getting away from you, and I'm not sure, have I just wasted my time here and I want some more, like all of that, just reconnect with your breath. You know, you always have that. You have the oxygen in your lungs. You're good. You can make this happen. The King of Pentacles knows he can make this happen. The Empress knows I can have whatever I want. That's why she can afford to be so caring and nurturing and loving of other people. Because she always has more to give. You know, she can create more at any time. Okay. Dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you're willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it. You need to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? And you know, sometimes that's the thing with cards like the Seven of Pentacles. We're only looking at what's right in front of us. Whereas the Star and whereas the Nine of Cups, those are more intangible things. That's our hope. That's our heart's desire. That's what I want. Beautiful memories from the past, reconnecting with what it was, that hope that we had in the past, that faith, that trust. Even the Empress, you know, when she gives birth to things, it's not like she sits there and makes it, right? She attracts it to herself. She has these ideas that are intangible. So take a moment. Sometimes that's what breathe can show. Like, take a step back. Allow the energy to come in. Allow that inspiration to kind of bubble up within you. Because you're solid. You are solid and you can make anything happen. You can make anything happen. But there's a sense of frustration here. That's the only thing. Like, everything else is beautiful here, right?